Hi everyone, this is a video about this Sony noise cancelling headphone WH-1000XM4. It's a very mouthful name, but these have some sort of battery issues, or somehow at the end of the age of the battery, is depleting much faster after some use. So this video is good for those that they are thinking about changing the batteries. And mine specifically has a problem that it doesn't recognize that the battery is depleted. For instance, if you charge it 100%, and in the app it stays at 100% all the time, so it doesn't by increment is coming down, or when you are charging it is going up, so it freezes somehow. So every time I have to open this and disconnect the battery and heat sensor that it has on top of the battery, and leave it for just a couple of minutes and then connect it, and then I can see how much battery do I really have. And the last time that I checked was about 20%, while I'm not using it at all, because I'm not using London transport as much as I used to. So I'm not using this just around the house when there are some excessive noise around. I'm using this just for the noise cancelling, and sometimes I'm using it to connect it to the TV and watch a movie or something. But with the surround sound is really obsolete, especially that the quality of the surround sound is not comparable with this, because this one, although that it has 360 sound effect, but still you have to go and register it. Anyway, I'm waffling a little bit, so let's show you how to do this. I just put this aside. If I can just put it at that angle. So if you want to open this, it's just the right speaker that you need to open it with the place that you used to charge it. So now you know that only you need this side if you want to change the battery. So when you want to change the battery, you need a plastic spudger, and use this to separate this one. It has 5 latches, one here, one here, one here, one here, and maybe one there. I show you now in images, because if I want to show you, if I want to do it right now, it takes much longer than I show you. So this is it. This is, as you see, is the right side of the speaker, and this is the latches. These are the latches, one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So if you take 2 of them, and the rest are coming out very easily. So now first you take this out, and when you want to put it back in, is only one way that you can do it, because there are some pins here that are going to the corresponding pins here and here and there. So don't worry about that. And then when you are doing this, there are 4 silver screws, as you see here, and the sponge. The sponge was on top of here. I'll show you a picture of a sponge. Is like this, and then when you take the sponge out, you can see the inside with 4 silver screws. Forget about all the black screws, just these four you need, and there are some indicator that it says open here, these two arrows. So there are four silver screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, and when you do that, the back of this, you can put your nails in there and then pull this out. The first time is going to be a little bit difficult, but after that is going to be much easier. So when you open that, you can see the battery here. This is the battery under this cover, and then it has with double-sided glue stickers stuck there very firmly, so it doesn't move. So if you want to change the battery, I recommend a little bit of isopropylene alcohol, just a little bit underneath, and then loosen the glue and then take it out. And some people, they are selling these batteries for £24. That is identical to this, but without the heat sensor. So you can take off the heat sensor and stick it to your new battery and then use the heat sensor. But if it doesn't have that one, you cannot use it without this. You can use it, but the safety is a little bit overridden. So it has two connectivity. One is the power and the other one is the heat sensor. The heat sensor is you just pull it out, and this one you have to grab it and a little bit of force to pull this power one out. And that's really it. If you want to look at it in more details, you can look at it right now. And then as soon as you do that, you can put everything back together, and that's really it. And look at all these wires here, all the sensors, everything. And I have to show you this. And the other side, when it's coming out, this is all of your control. Sorry, I hit the camera all the time because I'm concentrating on this. When you open it, this is all controls for volume and forward, rewind, play, pause, stop, and so on. So this is, you don't need to disconnect it totally, but when you open it, be careful, just don't separate it very roughly, because you might damage this ribbon cable in the center. But the ribbon cable is coming out as well. If you want, you can just pull it out, but I don't advise you to do that because putting it back on is a little bit difficult, because this one is multi-connectors, so it doesn't have one or two. It has something like 15 up to 20 connections. That is not recommended because you might fold the tip of the ribbon cable. Anyway, this is how it looks. And then when you finish, when you put it back on, you just screw them, those 4 silver screws, and then put the sponge back like so, and then put the sponge bit that is memory foam back in there. I just wanted to show you these housing for the pins that they are here. I have another picture I show you. One is there, one is there, and one is here. Let me see the other picture. I think this one I think is a little bit better. Let me see. Oh, that's it. I'm afraid. And then when you put this back on, and believe me, you cannot put it upside down, and pay very close attention to this part. and this part. It tells you how it should or supposed to be to get together, these two parts. And then when you put this back on, firmly press them all around to engage all of those clips that they are underneath. So now you know how to change the battery of your Sony WH-1000XM4. Anyway, I hope the battery's price I told you, but some of the batteries, they are £45. They are saying that Sony doesn't provide these batteries, and we have taken these off a good working headphones. That is ridiculous. Why would you do that? Anyway, don't believe them. And if it comes also with a heat sensor, you should know that it might be used. Okay, but there are some aftermarket out there that you can disconnect or disattach the heat sensor from your battery and attach it to the other one. Anyway, this video is getting too long. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and until my next video, take care of yourself and each other, and as always, have a great time.